Hello and welcome Helldivers to another Helldivers 2 leaks and news video. It's DeckFam and let's get right into this. So I've been busy with this thing called touching grass. I know it sounds weird, it was weird for me too, but that's why I couldn't update you on the major order situation. And you already know what it is if you've actually logged into the game, which most likely you already have, but let's go over these things really quick just so we can get it out of the way. So first, this kind of touches on what the story is about the bugs and everything that we're doing with them, but the previous major order was succeeded, and the results are as follows. The last of the crude solid E710 has been collected, processed, and shipped off planet, providing a healthy boost to our colony settlement efforts. The planets can now be left behind to allow Terminids to repopulate, under careful supervision. So this basically tells us one thing: if you're not up and up on the story, it tells us that we use the bugs for oil. So when they get killed, all of their, what would be blood is actually what we use for oil on our ships. I believe I've mentioned it in previous videos, but yeah, this is pretty much the confirmation of that. So we are letting them repopulate, but under very careful supervision, and I think this is a really cool touch up to the story. And we also have our new major order. Interrogators have extracted alarming information from captured bots through the use of unpleasant sensory experience simulations. The automatons are planning something called the Reclamation, which appears to be a massive invasion of unprecedented scale. Further details are scarce. In response, High Command has authorized Operation Swift Disassembly. The objective: eradicate the automatons entirely. It will consist of several phases, each critical to the overall success. This just proves that all of the leaks that we covered over the past 2 weeks have been true, and the robots are going to try to take back Cyberstan. This is most likely going to be the culmination of this major order, and honestly, this just gets me excited as all heck, because just imagine if these leaks are true, most likely most of the other leaks are true, which means we're going to have a lot of fun here. The interesting part over here is that they're talking about completely eradicating the automatons. So what do you think? Will we actually be able to completely eradicate the automatons and just start fighting cyborgs? Because maybe that's what the overall plan of the situation is. Who knows? Shout off in the comments and tell me what you think. And also, if you like these videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to my channel for more Helldivers 2 content. Now let's keep it going. And here is the actual major order. We are going to get 50 Warbond medals upon completion. We have discovered automaton plans for something called the Reclamation. Capturing their deep space comms array on Troost may reveal critical intel about their plans. And this just says we should liberate Troost. Now, in order to liberate Troost, we need to gain access to it. And the only way to do that is to liberate 2 other planets. As you can see, Ustotu is already 97% liberated, at least upon the making of this video. And the way this is going, I would expect that we would be able to liberate the second planet by the end of tomorrow, hopefully, which would mean we would be able to complete this major order with some time to spare, to leave time for Joe's fuck shit. The second planet we'll have to liberate again is Vandalon 4. We've already been there for a couple of other missions, so we know what it looks like. Interestingly enough, there's actually a defend campaign on Hellmire. What is going on there? What is Joel thinking? Well, I would presume this is just a part of the population control that we are applying to the bugs. The careful supervision part. So with that out of the way, we'll first get into the leaks, and then we'll go to the Reddit stuff, as I believe most of y'all are here for the leaks, so let's not waste any time. Okay, so first, it appears that we have an acid charger somewhere in the game, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this is going to be so nasty to fight against. Just look at how it will look, covered in goo and stuff. That's disgusting, man. That's simply disgusting. But can you imagine fighting this thing like a charger on acid? Charger on acid sounds funny, but yeah, better be ready, guys, because it's not going to be an easy one. And we also have some footage of the actual acid planet. This is what it would look like upon you dropping in. For now, I cannot see any of the effect of the acid, but it looks like, well, an acidic desert. And as you can see, I'm not sure if I like the vibes personally. You tell me how you feel about it in the comments. It's not going to be one of my favorites, that's for sure. And then we have actual footage of the acidic planet while acid rain is dropping, and honestly, I still think it would be hell to play on this thing, especially depending on what the acid rain actually does. Some people speculate that it will drop your health slowly, which I would actually prefer, because if it gives you a slowdown effect and you move slower while the acid rain is pouring on you, That would be so inconvenient, and I gotta be honest with you guys, you would probably have to liberate that planet all by your lonesome because I am not going there. But what I do like is the aesthetic of the planet. And also going hand in hand with the acid planet, we actually have this leaked model of a bug larva. So it's basically a Terminid little baby. Look at it, it's so cute. You just want to kiss it or let it eat your face. But no, let's be real. This most likely will be some kind of an objective that you would have to carry around. And I say this because of the next leak, which shows us something incredibly interesting. So as you can see, the next leak is actually the larva inside of a container backpack. And this is why I believe this would be some sort of a secondary objective that you would have to carry from point A to point B. At least that's what it seems like to me. Shouts out to Iron Sights, who's pretty much a friend of the channel at this point, because he actually managed to get this from the game files and texture it for us. And you know, I'm spreading stuff out, and before I show you the thing that I'm actually most excited about, I wanted to show you this gunship spawner. So this would be an Automaton Gunship spawner, again, most likely a new sort of secondary objective. Imagine you don't take it down and it actually starts spawning a bunch of reinforcements. Oh my god, that would be so incredibly annoying. So I would expect this would be a primary objective for most Helldivers when they drop on an Automaton planet, which features this as a secondary objective. We also have a leak of an Automaton Orbital cannon. This thing looks intimidating. It does kind of look like the cannons that are already featured on the tanks, but much huger. As you can see, there's a straight up comparison with an Automaton Gunship that we are going to feature in a little bit. But this thing is humongous. Honestly, I would expect it to be on some sort of spaceship or low orbit type of situation ship that would be raining death down upon us. Just saying this makes me anxious, I'm not gonna lie. Then we have just a straight up picture of the toxic planet. It seems like it's going to look like this when you're in the orbit. And this is the gunship I told you about. This is not the regular gunship that we get to fight already in the game. This seems to be a new type of gunship which is much sleeker and honestly much cooler. It even looks more mobile, so would it just shoot down at us? Oh my god, that will be so difficult to fight against. Thank god we're also going to get the commando. And we're going to close off the leaks with the thing I have the least patience for, and that is a picture of Super Earth from orbit. This just looks grand. And it doesn't look like the Earth of today, obviously. It looks much greener, and it's weird for me to think that the Super Earth government is actually good for the planet, considering what the story is. Hey, I guess they're doing pretty alright on the global warming stuff. But I can't just leave you out with an image, so here's an actual video of a Helldiver on Super Earth. And wow, just look at everything. The thing that caught my attention first was actually look at the fire in the background. So we are getting attacked, at least that's what it seems like to me, because if we are getting attacked, then, well, I guess all the leaks are true again. But look at the vegetation. The place is just beautiful. It's extremely gorgeous, and as I said, it seems like the Super Earth government is doing very well on that global warming stuff. And lastly, another video of Super Earth. This does seem to be the same map and the same objective, but if you take a closer look, you will also see some new bugs, some glowing bugs actually right there at the end of the video. These look scary. So the bugs are definitely evolving, which is going to be a real pain in the ass for all of us Helldivers. And let's close off with just a couple of Reddit things that caught my eye. So first, why not visit Helldivers? We have Space Iraq, actual literal hell, and Space Vietnam. This was just a funny post, but to be completely real, it's kind of accurate. Then we have this person chose Petco who improved their work elevator and gave it a slight upgrade. As you can see where it says max 500 kg, Petco added the stratagem for the 500 kg bomb. That's just a funny inside joke for anybody else who might be playing the game at his workplace. I like it. And to finish it all off, we have JBob Gamers, who actually created a stratagem game similar to what you get on the ship, but this time you can play it on your Apple devices. It kind of looks like DDR, if you know DDR, or maybe even Guitar Hero, because those are pretty similar. I would say DDR just because of the arrows thing, but sheesh, it's actually downloadable already. Oh my god, that's so cool, man. That's just incredible. I'm probably gonna end up downloading this. But that's about it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like and subscribe to my channel for even more Helldivers 2 content. And I'll see you out there, Helldiver.